Cars. Although they are one of the leading causes of death, we love them. So today I'm going to be presenting my top 10 favorite cars in all of media. This includes shows, movies, games, books, I guess. Yeah, let's be real, I don't read books. Let's just be honest. So yeah, let's just dive straight into it. Like and subscribe if you want. Alright, starting off with my number 10 pick. Oh, actually, before we start, I just wanted to tell you guys the Batmobile will not be on this list because I think it's trash. So yeah, starting off with my number 10 pick, we got the Batmobile. Okay, for real, starting off with my number 10 pick, we have the Ecto 1. Also known as the Ectomobile, is a modified 1959 Cadillac Eldorado used by the Ghostbusters to travel and hold all sorts of their gadgets and gizmos. Also, I just realized this, but I'm pretty sure Ecto is short for ectoplasm, which is kind of like a spiritual energy kind of thing Ghostbusters deal with. This car debuted in, of course, the first Ghostbusters movie in 1984. I personally really like the look of this car. I remember having a sick Lego of it when I was younger. Then my demon little brother destroyed it because why not? All in all, this car is a classic car. It might not do anything out of the ordinary, but the looks and nostalgia alone make it a top 10 pick. Moving on to my 9th pick, we have Bumblebee. Bumblebee is a yellow Camaro. And yeah, that's it. Just nothing special, just yellow Camaro. Okay, maybe he transforms into a freaking robot. I don't know. Maybe. Bumblebee debuted in 1984 from the Transformers comic series. He's a member of the Autobots whose sole purpose is to basically just fight and kill the Decepticons. I think Bumblebee's awesome. I first saw him in the Transformers movie when I was younger, and ever since then, I can never look at a yellow Camaro the same. I think pretty much everyone in my generation freaked out when they saw one when they were younger. But if we're talking in terms of practicality, having Bumblebee would kind of suck. Like, bro would just destroy my house in like 3.4 seconds. But all in all, super cool car with a super cool robot alongside it. Next, for my number 8 pick, we have the Paddy Wagon. Now, I know what you're thinking. Just kidding, I don't. The Paddy Wagon is a literal hamburger with wheels on it. Its first appearance being in the 2004 SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Great movie, by the way. And besides having a fuel-injected french fryer with dual overheated grease traps, this car really isn't that special. But I mean, who wouldn't drive this? Just look at it. It's basically a guaranteed way to get assassinated because it runs on olive oil. But putting aside all the flaws, I love this car. It has a very special place in my stomach, I mean my heart. Moving on to my 7th pick, we have the Warthog from Halo. Debuting in 2001 for the first Halo game, the Warthog was basically just a means for transportation around the battlefield. But boy was it fun, committing GTA and running over the Covenant. Peak childhood right there. This car is super durable and might have the best suspension I've ever seen in my life. All in all, I kind of consider the Warthog more of a friend than a vehicle. It was always there for you when you needed it most. You could literally go throughout and beat the entire game without getting out of it. Now, that's what I call friendship. Moving on to number 6 on my list, I got Lightning McQueen. Making his first appearance at Disney's Cars in 2006, Lightning is an anthropomorphic Corvette who races for a living. While making many friends along the way, we see him go to many different races around the world, and even sometimes taking on new modifications along the way. Some info about me, the Cars movie was basically my personality when I was younger, so you could see why it's so high on my list. I was basically decked out in Cars merch on the daily. You would never catch me lacking with that Toy Story merch. Moving on to the first car in my top 5 list, we have the Turtle Van. Originally debuting in the 1987 animated series, the Turtle Van was a jacked up van that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles used to get around town. This thing came loaded with all sorts of weapons, my favorite being turrets that dropped down from the sides of the car. I remember when I was a little kid, there was this sick Turtle Van toy that I wanted for Christmas. And I actually did get it, but I found out a couple days before Christmas because little Shane got a little naughty and decided to peek at his little presents. Thankfully, my parents didn't catch me, because if they did, they would have incinerated that toy right before my eyes. Moving on to my number 4 spot, we got Brian's Skyline. Making its first appearance in 2003's Fast and Furious 2, this was Brian's personal car that was nothing short of a masterpiece. This car might be the most recognized car in history. Real life car, that is. Also, random side note, but I feel like this is every middle schooler's favorite car. I know from personal experience. Like, look at how sick these are. This definitely would have been my wallpaper 5 years ago. All in all, I love this car. The only reason it's not higher on my list is because the top 3 cars literally basically have superpowers. This is just a normal car, and it made 4th on my list. So that just shows how literally awesome this thing is. Breaking into the top 3, my number 3 pick is the Tron Light Cycle. This motorcycle originates from the Tron series and is used in battles on the grid. It produces a high-power light barrier behind it that disintegrates anyone who runs into it, making for a fun, kid-friendly game. This thing is just awesome. Even looks-wise, it's awesome. This might be one of the top contenders for something that I would actually love to have in real life. Just imagine this. This car doesn't let you merge on the highway, so you cut in front of them and blow their car up. Moving on to my second to last car, we have Mario's Kart. From, you guessed it, Mario Kart. Now this time I actually do know what you're thinking. Shane, Mario drives all sorts of different karts in Mario Kart. And for that I have narrowed the karts down to my favorite 3 ones, each of them being iconic in their own way. Even to this day, playing the new Mario Kart games that have about 1,000 characters in them, I still like to pick good old Plumber Boy in one of these 3 karts. It just makes me feel at peace. Especially when I win and end up beating the tryhards that look up and customize their karts down to the glider to be the fastest it could possibly be in the game. I'm looking at y'all. You know who you are. Just pick your favorite kart, fellas, and enjoy the ride. Now, for the moment no one's been waiting for, my number 1 favorite car in all of media. The Back to the Future DeLorean. I mean, come on. Everyone knows this car. Literally, who doesn't know this car? Making its first appearance in 1985 for the first Back to the Future movie, this car is just plain Drick. It looks so sick. Like, it literally looks so cool. Oh yeah, I can also travel forward and backwards in time, but it's whatever. This car 100% wins the contest for what car I'd have in real life. I honestly don't even have to explain myself. Like, this car is the best car. It can time travel. It freaking looks sick. And it freaking is gray. Okay, that's the trifecta of cars. So yeah, guys, this is all I have for you guys for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed my picks. Comment down below some more cars that you enjoyed media, except for the Batmobile. I'm gonna ban you from my channel. I'm gonna block you if you put that down there. Comment down below more video ideas, maybe some more things I could rank that I like if you guys enjoyed this. So yeah, catch you guys later.